Hello and welcome to Earth Rose Tarot. I'm here to do the Libra love reading for February 2021. How are you doing, my lovely Libras? Thank you so much for tuning in. Thank you for supporting the channel. I hope you're really well. So this is for Libra, Sun, Moon, Rising and Venus. Cross watchers are also very welcome, but please don't shoot the messenger if it's not something you want to hear. So anyway, let's get into it. So leave me a comment if you like the video or if it resonates for you. I'd love to hear from you, and pop me a like, that would be wonderful. And also I'm going to be doing a bonus love reading for whichever sign gets the most likes this month. And don't forget to subscribe, that would be amazing. So let's get into it, Libra. So just to mention as well, this is a general love reading. It's not going to resonate with every Libra out there, but I hope it does and you find it useful or enjoyable in some way. So I get some general messages for you first, and then we'll go into the full spread. So for Libra, please, you get some general messages for Libra in love in February 2021 for my Libras. Thank you. Okay, we get anything else? Ooh, oh. Whoa now. Okay, we've got the High Priestess, Pisces energy, the Eight of Swords, air energy there, feeling, okay. Just did Gemini's reading and it was one of the heaviest readings I've done in a while, so I really hope that yours doesn't go in the same direction, Libra. But we have the King and Queen of Swords that fell out on top of each other, and they are very much mixed completely separately in the deck, so that is just crazy. This is your energy, Libra. It can also be Gemini and Aquarius, but I just feel like this is you. And it's talking about your partner or your match. Basically, there is a very strong tie and connection between you and this person, with the Queen and King of Swords on top of each other. So there seems to be some things that are not being expressed right now, potentially with the High Priestess. Now, I just feel like this is talking about that you and your person, very strong connection. But the Queen of Swords can also, if it's taken separately, can be someone who is a little bit annoyed, or a little bit, can be a bit harsh with her words. That's the energy of this card. And this King of Swords can be a little bit cold and detached and very logical. So there could be some issues with communication going on between the two of you as well, with this High Priestess that can talk about, well, being completely silent, and also can be about holding things back, holding information back, or even being a little bit mysterious or secretive, but just also not saying too much. I don't think either of these, even though they are extremely good with their words and intellectual in that way, and with communication and ideas, can both be a little bit tight-lipped though, funnily enough. So then we've got the Eight of Swords, which is also not necessarily speaking, just really being up in your thoughts, doing a lot of thinking, maybe even stuck playing something over and over in your head. But also it's kind of that feeling of not seeing a way forward, or there being some sort of obstacle that's keeping you stuck in your thoughts rather than speaking to this person. So we have the Hierophant at the bottom of the deck here as well. The card of Taurus certainly can be about marriage, or just a higher level of commitment. I say marriage instantly because of the King and Queen coming out on top of each other, but it can just be high levels of commitment, but also traditions and beliefs and faith as well. So there could be an issue about the obstacle here with the Eight of Swords could be talking about someone's beliefs about something, or traditions, which could be seeming to be something that you might not be able to overcome. I'm also getting a sense with this combination that it's kind of like there may be something that is not being said to the other person, and it's being kept hidden, kept secret, because you're worried, or someone is worried that if they express it, the other person won't accept them. That could be their beliefs in something as well. So let's get some more. So why is the High Priestess here for Libra? Why is the High Priestess here for Libra, please? Okay, interesting. Anything else? Yep. Okay. And why is the Eight of Swords here for Libra? Whoa. Put it back in, but I heard take it, so I'm taking it as the Hermit card. Anything else for that Eight of Swords? Yeah. Yeah, it really might be, as I said, playing something over in your mind of just going back and forth about, you know, weighing up some sort of decision as well, potentially. So why is the King and Queen of Swords here? I want to do them together, actually. Whoa, that's why. Because you guys had a Tower moment. Maybe something already came out, potentially, something that was hidden. But there was, or it doesn't have to be, it was just something that really shook the foundation of a deep connection between the two of you. Wow. Anything else for why the King and Queen? Wow. Okay. So that's good. We've got the card of Aquarius, we've got the star here again. So still hoping that things will improve, will get better between the two of you. Maybe right now you're not seeing how that happens with that Eight of Swords. Could be feeling a little bit pessimistic as well. But there is a wish that things can be healed. Oh my God, yeah, okay. We've got the Ten of Pentacles, which is also about, you know, long-term commitment, family, growing old together. This is, again, a long-established connection, or something that had the potential to go all the way. You could have family with this person, or just have lived together, or have a home together. This is talking about growing old together and watching your kids grow up and earning money together, you know, or being very successful as a couple, and this kind of thing. So what I'm seeing is that there was an established commitment and there was something that rocked it to its core. So maybe someone is wanting to bring healing in, and for things, they're still hopeful that things can get better. Could be this king, the masculine, potentially, because the queen, as I was saying, can be often pretty annoyed, but doesn't have to be. Assign the roles as it fits for you. But we have the Ace of Cups here, so there is some sort of opportunity on the being offered for, I feel like, a renewal of this connection, like a new start, maybe even a fresh start in love with this person. But someone is not maybe speaking on that offer, maybe not completely answering the offer as yet, because they have faced a lot of disappointment and sadness and grief from things that have gone on in the past. So they are very stuck about making a decision about this offer of a new start. They may, I mean, whoever is in that feeling, it may be you, Libra, with this Hermit card, maybe taking some time, needing more time alone to do some thinking, some soul searching, to find, you know, the answers from their gut, from what they really want. They may not know whether they even want this new beginning with this person because of there being so much pain that happened in the past, or how shocking that Tower moment was. And it's a lot of going back and forth and considering it for sure, but weighing up the pros and cons of maybe having this new beginning with this person. And I say that, and the bottom of the deck now is the Ace of Wands. So yeah, there's absolutely the opportunity to have a fresh new start in love with this person who you had a big commitment relationship with in the past, and there was some crushing Tower moments. So that is, there you go, that's your reading, Libra. No, I'm not going to shortchange you, but that is what's coming through in the general messages. So let's go into your spread and we'll try and get some far more detail for you. So we get the top 12 cards, please, for Libra. This is for you and the person that's on your mind whilst watching or listening to this, Libra. And of course, if this isn't resonating for you, you can always check out your other placements. Sun, Moon, Rising or Venus are normally best. So we get the top 12 cards for Libra, please. Oh, hello. I've got the Nine of Swords falling out. So yeah, I feel like that is you, Libra, or potentially both of you, doing a lot of thinking about this, as I said, maybe being kept up at night, thinking about whether to have this new start with them, or still replaying what happened in the past. Let's see. The top 12 cards for Libra, please. happening? Got the Two of Cups now flipping. I mean, I've clearly, as I said, with the King, Queen of Swords coming out on top of each other, there is a very, very strong soul bond between you guys. Oh my goodness. Nine of Pentacles. But yeah, you could be single at this time in like a separation state and have been doing well for yourself. Okay. All right. Let's go. Oh. Okay. Oh, yeah. Oh, wow, guys. This is looking positive, okay? Okay, there you are again. Yep. Oh, wow. Okay, could be your person who's thinking about taking you up on the offer as well. Of course, you can flip the roles. Okay, well, there's quite a few people here. So, at the bottom of this deck, we have the Seven of Cups. So it's definitely talking about a choice of an offer. And it's it's that sense of confusion and not feeling like you're necessarily getting all the information. I think I said at the beginning, there might still be some details that are being kept hidden from you. It's a concern about that. I'm not saying that that is the case. It's am I seeing this offer clearly? Is this a true new beginning in love, or is it am I going to get my hand bitten off? Basically, if you see there's like this weird lizard creature, which is like kind of in between the cups. It could I mean, I hadn't noticed that before, but it could also be like, can I accept this offer from this person? Someone may feel like they can't trust the other person completely, or there's still some sort of toxicity in the connection, which would be part and parcel of having that offer of love, of renewal of love together. Let's see. But yeah, I mean, exactly. So the Page of Pentacles behind that is, in this particular Page of Pentacles, it can often talk about actually someone who has received an offer. Like, I'm just going to say now, the offer is on the table, the Ace of Pentacles. It's someone receiving that and looking at it and considering. It's not actually reaching out. It can be about thinking about, do I reach out to the other person, for sure. But here I'm getting a sense that it is about, there is an offer on the table, and it's looking at it and thinking, I don't know if I should go for this or not. Let's see. So we've got the World card behind that. You may have felt in some sense that this was something that had ended for you in the past, or that it was like a closed chapter with that big tower moment. You may feel like there is something that you left in the past, and it may be an offer of, again, as I said though, it doesn't have to be that you had closure on it. It's just there is an offer on the table of having a whole new chapter of let's have a fresh start, as I said. There could also be some offer of travel for some of you. Maybe if it's possible for where you are in the world, it could be a case of, should we go away for the weekend together and see if there's, we can reignite this or something. I don't know, but you know what I mean. Or it may be an offer of a trip somewhere, let's just say. Now at the bottom of the deck we have the Nine of Wands. Exactly. So whoever is receiving this offer is extremely guarded about it, because they are in the wounded warrior mode. They've been through a lot for sure with that tower moment, and they are still gripping that last wand, and it's not over, but they are very tired and hurt by what has happened already, and they've got their guard up for sure. It could be you, Libra, here. But yeah, there you go. Six of Cups. This is someone, I would say, returning. There is still a lot of sweet feelings. You may feel very guarded about this person, but know that you still have a lot of feelings for them, or vice versa. That you could have children with this person for some of you. That could be a factor. And the Sun card. I mean, look at that. What's beautiful. I mean, the Sun card is talking about that this person who is guarded also knows that their person makes them very happy. It is also like wanting to bring some fresh energy. I'm still getting like healing, and to actually be able to grow the connection again together. It's kind of like this is so cheesy. and it's not normally my style, but bear with me here. What I just heard was, like the garden that we planted together in the past, there can be a new dawn, the sun can shine again, and those flowers that we, had planted together can bloom again. I'm sorry, it's not my normal style to say something so sweet, but that is what popped into my head, so I really hope that it resonated for somebody. I am not sponsored by the Disney Channel. So anyway, let's go on. So I'm going to get your next layer now. So I'm going to get the top 12 cards for my Libras to clarify what is already laid out. What is happening for Libra in love in February? Can we clarify what is already laid out for Libra, please? Okay. Oh, holy crap. Okay, in a good way. Uh-huh. Wow. It's interesting. Yeah, for sure, that makes sense. Okay. Yep. Wow. So, I mean, for some of you, Libras, that are resonating with this, it could very much be that you actually want to have a new start with somebody else and you are offering it to them, and they're the ones who have their guard up to you. But let's see. Heavily shuffled, guys. At the bottom of this deck now we have the Ace of Cups, so that's exactly it. It's all about wanting to have a whole fresh new start in love with someone that you have a lot of feelings for. And we've got your card, Libra, directly underneath that with the Justice card. Again, this could be someone, it can also talk about something that was like locked it down in the courts, like a marriage, can talk about that. But it's just also wanting to talk about making something right. If there was some sense of injustice, or there was something where you feel, or I kind of get it's you feel like you want to take responsibility for something. Now, of course, it could be the other way around, but just make something right, rebalance the scales, but and do the right thing by this person, and have a fresh start because of that. And underneath that we have the Page of Cups, which can talk about an apology for sure, but it's also just reaching out with that cup for offering the new beginning, because you still feel very connected to this person. Of course, you're the King and Queen of Swords on top of each other, for goodness sakes. You feel like this is your person, and you are potentially, it's you reaching out to them with that offer. Now, at the bottom of the deck, we have the Four of Swords. Interesting. So this is talking about not answering, not communicating, because of not wanting to, it's that High Priestess energy at the beginning as well. It's kind of like not speaking, and instead, because they want to pick their words carefully, they're not sure what their answer is yet. They don't want to rush and say something before, hastily, before they know what the right choice to make is, or what the right thing is to say. It's kind of avoiding saying something too quickly and then regretting, it later. Yeah, because we've got the Moon here as well. So this is fearful of going down this path, going down this road. It's worried that there may be things that are hidden again. Again, it's a sense of, am I seeing things clearly? Am I? It's fearful of getting hurt again as well. So yeah, I think that's why they're not necessarily communicating at the moment. And so we've got the Three of Wands here as well. This Three of Wands is talking about going after that future that you want, taking every step necessary, persevering for sure. Now, it could be that someone here wants to do that and the other person is really holding back because they're fearful of what lies ahead in that future. Someone's wanting to go for it and the other person is very tentative. So let's go through. So how you feel about your person, Libra. Now bear in mind, as I said, you could resonate more with the other flip side of this, but I'm just going to continue. So how you feel about your person, the 10 of Cups and the 4 of Wands. Are you kidding? You feel like they are your one and only, that I feel like this is the person offering that new beginning in love. You feel like you want to celebrate the good times again of this connection. You may feel like with this combination, you may feel like you are married to this person and you have a family together. They are literally holding a baby. But if it's not that, it's just that you feel like there is still the potential to have all of this with this person. I mean, you are completely in love with them, and you feel like they are the one that makes you happy, nobody else. So how they feel about you. We have the 4 of Pentacles and the Queen of Wands. I mean, they are feeling far more like holding back, whoever's resonating with this side of things. They're feeling a little bit guarded, and they may feel like you are, with this Queen of Wands is fire energies, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, but it doesn't have to actually be that sign. It's just talking about confidence, sexy, but it could also speak about a little bit overpowering in the passion, or that their passion for you may overpower them. I mean, this Queen of Wands is really super hot and attractive, but and she's also really bold and expressive about her emotions and doesn't hold it back for sure. But this 4 of Pentacles is holding back, so it may be, as I said, this Queen of Wands is wanting to rush ahead, but this person is still very guarded. Now, how they see you, Libra, we have the Moon, so, and the 3 of Pentacles. So it's kind of just exactly what I was saying at the bottom of this deck. So they see that you are wanting to work with them, the 3 of Pentacles, maybe to rebuild that tower that came down, the foundation that was rocked. They see you wanting to compromise perhaps, but they still are fearful of that there may be things that they don't know, secrets. They see you as still maybe a little bit mysterious. I think it's kind of like they look at you or think of you, and they're still confused emotionally, and maybe also about whether to build on, whether to work with you to rebuild this. Now, what happened in the past is interesting. It's an odd combination, I would say, because this Judgment card is kind of like a huge decisive moment, can talk about something being resurrected, coming back to life, and then the Hangman is very contradictory energy. It's kind of like things are on pause, things are left in limbo, there is stagnancy, there's lack of communication as well. It's just like being left in limbo. So there could have been a need for a big decision, or there could have been a moment where it felt like things were getting back on track with this person, and then it went back into a state of pause again. So I'll get another layer before I say too much about that. Now, the current mutual energy. Wow. I mean, I think this is talking about the fact that it may even be out of the blue that you're communicating with each other again, and it's talking about the fact that you still have feelings for each other, that you are still very much in love with each other. So with this Lovers card, this is very sweet, very romantic, and I was getting that kind of like sweet feeling about this connection between the two of you. And yeah, Knight of Swords coming out of the blue. It may be like really, this Knight of Swords is also like courageously. They feel like you are very, maybe have even regained some confidence with that Queen of Wands. And this Knight of Swords is courageous, doesn't hold back, really goes after and says what is the truth in his heart, his or her heart, regardless. So it's kind of like really saying it, that yeah, I still love you, is the kind of current mutual energy. Now, what they wish would happen in the connection, Libra. So we have the Queen of Swords and the Two of Swords. So this Queen of Swords is, yeah, she's upset. It doesn't have to be a female. It's just that state of, she's been wronged. It's kind of like at the beginning I was saying about the Queen of Swords. Now, this could certainly be you here, Libra, but it's kind of like someone who's been really disappointed in love. They've been through a lot. It can be like the divorcee of the Queens. It doesn't have to be, but it's just someone who's had her fair share of pain in love, and now she's been left kind of dejected when it comes to romance, and is looking. Both of these ladies are looking, or I think she's got her eyes shut, but she's like looking down. It's quite remorseful, and her sword is pointing down. She's not communicating, and with these two of swords, this is about a decision, but not making a decision. So that, because trying to avoid it, it's kind of like it's like blocked energy. It's like blocking somebody. So I'm just going to be honest, from what I can see, the person who resonates here is what they want to happen in the connection is to kind of block this from their heart. I'm getting a sense of I've been through enough. I want to protect my heart and not deal with this, is what the mode they're in. Now, what is blocking this connection is that there is a new offer on the table with that Ace of Pentacles, for sure, about rebuilding, about a new seed to start all over again. But the Seven of Pentacles here is talking about, do we continue to invest, or do we just call it a day and this is over and let it just be done? So I feel like the block here is that someone doesn't know whether they want to invest or just call it quits, kind of thing. Now, the intentions of this person towards you, Libra, and it's interesting, we've got the King of Cups and the Emperor, strong masculine energy, with the Emperor being the divine masculine. I mean, the King of Cups is very affectionate and emotional and very sweet, again, I have to say, very loving, deeply loving. And also, this particular King of Cups, for me, he doesn't just have deep feelings, he does something about it as well. He really takes action, the way he's holding his wand. Sorry, I was just noticing that I think it's an eagle head at the top of the staff. But anyway, that could talk about actually getting a sense of communication with that eagle. Just popped into my head, so I have to say it. So it could be like he wants to make something happen by using his words and to, express how deep his feelings are. The Emperor is definitely is Aries energy, but it's taking charge. It is also, though, the power being in his hands. So the intentions, it's kind of like maybe to keep a control on his emotions. If you're dealing with a masculine, then yeah, it's kind of like they may feel a lot, but their intention may be to kind of have control over their feelings. Let's get some more. So now, what is it about their current situation that you need to know? We have the Three of Pentacles again, exactly as how they see you. And then we have the Temperance card, card of Sagittarius. So yeah, this is for me is their current situation is maybe they are also willing to work on this with you as well, as that's their current situation. Maybe they are willing to try and rebuild, but they want to take things, I would say, a bit slowly, a bit slower with the Temperance card, or they're trying to keep their balance and not do anything rash, as I think I said already. Maybe hold back from any big decisions on this new start in love, because they want to retain their sense of balance and go with the flow rather than rushing anything. Now, the action they're going to take towards you next, we have the Two of Pentacles and the Two of Wands. And it's very interesting because what they want to happen in the connection is the Two of Swords, which would be like maybe to not have to make a decision. But the action they're going to take towards you next is, I would say, it could be also indecision though. It could be to continue going back and forth, because that's what they want to happen in the connection, is to not have to make a decision right now. So yeah, let's get another layer to see if they are actually going to make one, because otherwise this could be talking about the action they're going to take towards you next is to just not make a decision. But what is your advice, Libra, regarding this personal situation? I've got the Knight of Wands and the Nine of Swords. So it's tricky. The Knight of Wands is like passionate and going after very passionately what you want, and that is how they feel about you as well, with that Queen of Wands. And I'm getting that with the current mutual energy being that Knight of Swords, like rushing in, wanting to rush ahead. But it's almost like this person's fears is that you're going to rush back out again, because that Nine of Swords is really playing on the mind, like really a lot of anxiety, a lot of worry. And we've seen the moon a couple of times in terms of their fears, and you know, am I seeing things clearly? So it may be that they are worried that you're going to rush back out again, and maybe that's what you need to know in terms of your advice. There may be a need to temper this this passionate approach with something a little bit go a little bit slower. We'll see. Let me get another layer. And what's going to be happening between the two of you this month? So we've got the Queen of Pentacles. This Capricorn energy. Sorry, not just Capricorn. Earth energy. Capricorn, Virgo, Taurus. I say that as a Capricorn myself. I'm so biased. I'm like, yeah, obviously that's Capricorn's card. No, it's all the Earth signs. But it just talks about stability, the home, and even can be a wife or a mother of children, or, you know, like just like a committed partner. But could also be about your finances, if this is you here, Libra, like coming through as that Queen of Pentacles. And because I see here we've already got your card with the Queen of Swords. It could be, I'm sorry, I'm jumping. It could be if you're dealing with a masculine and you are resonating more with this feminine who's coming forward with the offer. It may be that what they want to happen in the connection is not have to make a decision about you right now, if that makes sense. Because they don't want to, like a full-on, are we doing this or not? They're kind of going with it, but they want to go a bit slower and not have to make a full-blown decision just yet. And what's happening this month is maybe, again, you're embodying this, you know, you're really taking care of them even potentially, or really trying to, what's the word, like feather the nest again. But there are still issues with communication with this Five of Swords, or even could be a moment where someone says something which is really cutting, or like really is quite upsetting, and it could be, you know, just again a moment of like a rash, impulsive moment. So, haven't even got to Aquarius yet. These air sign readings, man. So my lovely Libras, we get one more layer for Libra with the top 12 cards, please. Whoa. It's the Two of Swords popping out there. What have we got? Yeah. They're definitely thinking about this, whoever you've made the offer to. There are a lot of feelings for sure, but there are also a lot of fears getting in the way. So, you get the top 12 cards, please. Clarify for Libra one more time. Please clarify what is already laid out. Okay. Okay. Now we've got the King of Cups, interesting. Oh, okay. Now the Emperor again. Okay. Yeah. Let's see what is happening here. Yep. Okay, Temperance again. So at the bottom of this deck now we have the Nine of Wands again. So that is definitely this person who's receiving the offer has their wall up, very guarded, and is trying to, I feel like, avoid it like there being another blow up. So yeah, they're being very guarded, very hesitant. So we have the Wheel of Fortune here. So it certainly can talk about some sort of change in the dynamic in the relationship between you two, and that this has. It can also talk about how, you know, change is constant. So you can go through phases with someone where it's like, you know, the wheel can be in a beautiful positive area, and then it turns and you go through a rough patch, and it turns again and you go through a better patch. Do you know what I mean? But it's also, it can be maybe like a sense about timing as well, that the timing may be off for this person who has their wall up there. Maybe they're not ready yet, but it's kind of universally guided, I would say, with the Wheel of Fortune, like that this is coming back around at this time. It could be about maybe there's still some sort of lesson that needs to be learnt here. We are in Mercury retrograde, which is often about, you know, did you learn it last Mercury retrograde? Okay, we're going to go through it again. So it's maybe some sort of cycle that you've been through with this person before. And then we have the Sun card. So yeah, it's certainly talking about happiness and success here, but also kind of victory and wanting victory with this person, I'm getting. Can also be that this person you're dealing with is more focused on their own happiness right now, kind of having success on their own, maybe even in their career, and they could be doing very well there, and they are really guarded to you coming back into their life, or vice versa, of course. So let's see. Now we have the Star card at the bottom of this deck now. So this Star card is literally talking about feeling guided towards someone. Again, it's that kind of sense of Wheel of Fortune. You're being drawn maybe by the universe, maybe you're even seeing signs about this person, like their name everywhere, or, you know, something that reminds you of them, or vice versa. And it's kind of like you're being guided to, again, as I was saying, like maybe go through something with this person again to learn something, or you just feel like I feel like it's you, certainly feel very strongly drawn back to this person. And now we have the Princess of Wands. So here, this is the Knight of Wands again, and it's someone going after what they want very passionately, but also like coming forward with some sort of offering, knowing that they need to make compromises. Again, I would say that might be you, Libra, knowing that, you know, you want this new start and you're prepared to offer something to this person that maybe was needed in the past. Let's see, and yeah, then we have the Fool. So look at this energy. It's all about being drawn in a direction, and I feel like this is also talking about this person is a little bit concerned about taking this risk, taking this leap of faith, having some sort of new beginning, because it's like, where will this lead me? If you see this person is literally walking off the edge of a cliff, it's slightly different to the normal Rider-Waite Fool, where it's like, yeah, I'm going to jump off the edge of a cliff, because this woman has her face covered, and it could be interpreted that she doesn't actually know that this pitfall is here. So I'm getting this is the sense of your person with that moon energy as well, of like a little bit concerned about where this lead them down a cliff edge, emotionally, perhaps you could say. But definitely look at the movement. It's like you are drawn to this person, and it's almost like they're drawn towards you as well, but they have more fear about taking that emotional step. Now, how you feel about them, on the other hand, is very crystal clear, because it's clarified by this Ace of Swords. This is not like an upright Ace of Swords where you want to say something to them. This sword is down. It's not so much about communication, it's about a realization that you have had. I feel like you have had the realization that they are the one for you, and you want to be with them. They make you very happy. They are your family, you know, of the one you want to create in this life, and you are crystal clear how you feel about them. I think we got that here already, but yeah, more confirmation. Can also talk about you want an honest new beginning with them as well, with that, because I'm just, how many aces we've had. There's certainly this sense of a fresh new start where we don't hide anything from each other anymore. That could also be for some of you. Now, how they feel about you is clarified by the Seven of Pentacles. So yeah, definitely they may feel like you are very magnetic, that they're so drawn in by you, they're very attracted to you, but they're very tentative, holding back, but they are reflecting. So they feel the Seven of Pentacles about you, which is considering just how special you are, certainly, and the good times that they had with you. It's not like they're totally against the idea, but you see they're in a very like guarded and considering, reflective kind of energy about you, and maybe you're more like, let's do it, let's go for it kind of feel. Now, how they see you is clarified by the Six of Pentacles as well. So it's very similar. It's a lot of earth energy here, I have to say as well. So some of you may have earth in your chart. But they see you wanting to work on things with them, wanting to build with them again. And this Six of Pentacles is talking about being very generous and giving. They may see that is how you're treating them. But this is like, they feel like you're being very generous to them, but maybe they don't deserve it in some way. That maybe they're not worthy of you making this offer to them. So, what happened in the past between the two of you is clarified by the King of Cups. So this water energy, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, but it can just be about emotions as well. I'm going to get some more here for you, Libra. So now there was obviously a Tower moment, we know that already. But I don't know if this King of Cups is talking about this person and their emotions, because to be fair, I just realised that their intentions towards you are the King of Cups. He's there as well. So this could just be talking about your person, Libra, and that maybe there was an issue with them expressing their emotions, which kind of left this in limbo when there was an opportunity for a rebirth in the connection before. Again, I'm getting that sense you may have had this cycle with this person before, like that's what I'm seeing with that Wheel of Fortune, like this has come back around again. But let's see. So can we clarify, please, what happened in the past between Libra and their person? Give me some more information, please. There was the Two of Wands, which is definitely the current energy as well. So yeah, there was a decision that was needed in the past as well. Oh. And I say that, and the Seven of Cups goes flying out, which is certainly about a decision being needed again. So are we doing like a redo? And we've got the Empress here. So, oh my gosh. Yes, we're doing a redo. Got the Ace of Cups. So anything else for what happened in the past? So why did it not go anywhere? Why did it end up in limbo again with the Hanged Man? Okay, and now the Emperor, bloody hell, pardon my language, but yeah, so we've got the Emperor and the Empress coming out on top of each other. You guys, no wonder you keep going through these cycles together, because if you're not already in a commitment, or you haven't been in a commitment with this person, then it's because you are a pair. You are the flipping Emperor and Empress. The King and Queen of Swords immediately at the beginning. I cannot express this enough. Like, you guys are a match. But what happened in the past is that you may have already been through this cycle where this is an opportunity where things seem like it's coming back to life, or is a moment for this connection to be resurrected, and then it gets left on limbo, in limbo again, on pause. And it could be an issue with this person expressing their emotions. And look, there was, again, in the past, there was a moment where a decision was needed. Are we making a choice about this, like, kind of thing? Especially with that Judgment, there was a new opportunity for love in the past. You've been through this with this person before. And what ended up happening, why it got left in limbo, I feel like it may be because of this person's emotions, that they are very focused on things going wrong. Maybe they are someone who has been through failed relationships in the past, so they're very hesitant about opening up emotionally because they're very focused on things that have gone wrong for them previously, and that ended up making the other person feel like they were being rejected, or even if it was just like an outright, I don't think it was an outright rejection because it just got left in limbo again, but it was kind of like what happened in the past was a missed opportunity, and now it's coming around again to maybe someone here still has a lesson about this to learn. Now, the current mutual energy is clarified by the devil, so that's Capricorn energy, but this is like also being a slave to fears and like the inner critic, the part that says no, this isn't going to work. It can also talk about anger or heated arguments, or and the Knight of Swords can be a bit blunt as well. But here I'm just getting more of a sense of there is obviously such a strong love connection between you and this person, Libra, and maybe someone wants to get something, wants to say something, or maybe someone has contacted the other one out of the blue, but there is still this sense of feeling stuck by fears and a sense of defeat. Now, what you need to know, that this person, what they want to happen in the connection is, they don't want to make a decision about this again, just like they didn't in the past. And the reason is because they don't feel like they are going to be successful, like they're worthy even of this. I feel like they see you as, they feel like you are incredible with that Queen of Wands, very passionate and attractive. It may also feel to me like they feel like you are really strong emotionally, and they don't feel that strong. But this Emperor, I say that, is like sat on the ground. He doesn't even feel worthy of his throne. You see how that throne has gone through, has been chipped and cracked by previous battles, and he's no longer feeling worthy of it. So that's why at the moment this person doesn't want. Look how he's got his eyes closed as well. It's that what they want is to not have to deal with this, or it's just like they're just like looking away, like keeping that all of these people have their eyes shut or looking away. It's like they don't want to look at this clearly right now because they are feeling bruised and battered by previous experiences. And then what is blocking this connection is clarified by the Three of Wands, which is 100% about waiting in this particular deck. So you have got a weight on your hands, absolutely, Libra. And the Seven of Pentacles, the traditional Rider-Waite, can also talk about waiting as well. So what's blocking is waiting, maybe for someone to really have like a stable new beginning. Maybe there is some element of stability that is the issue of why someone is waiting to even act on it, to seize the opportunity, to invest further, because they're waiting for something. Could be like they're waiting for a new job, or there's so many pentacles here. It could be about money as well. That could be a factor of why this person doesn't feel strong enough right now. Now, the intentions of this person, as I say, that is clarified by the Five of Pentacles. Now, we do have the Emperor again. So as much as I was saying they don't really want to have to face this right now because they don't feel worthy of it, their intention is certainly to become worthy of it. This Emperor is not the same. This Emperor is strong, a true leader, warrior, the traditional sense of like man of the house, head of the family kind of thing. And this Five of Pentacles, though, is talking about a sense of lack of finances as well, feeling like a little bit destitute, like not having enough, maybe even to support a family. So but they are praying that things will get better. It's not just like wallowing in that, but there are certainly challenges to do with finances at the moment. So it's like the intentions of this person, as much as they do have feelings for you, no doubt, just like they did in the past and they didn't act on it, but their intention is to, I feel like, sort themselves out, but keep control over their emotions until they're in a stronger position where they feel like they can do this with you. And maybe that is something to do with their finances. Now, what you need to know about their current situation is clarified by the Eight of Pentacles, so more Pentacles yet. And again, the Eight of Pentacles is talking about work, funnily enough. This Three of Pentacles can, if it's not about, they see that you are the Three of Pentacles and wanting to work with them and collaborate and compromise. But here, it's like three people in this particular Three of Pentacles. And it for me, it's often like, it can be like collaborating with friends, sometimes in a different place in the spread or in a different reading. But I'm kind of getting like, look how he's got like a plan that he's showing his workmates almost, some sort of design or something that he's working on with his colleagues. And similarly with the Eight of Pentacles, this is working very hard to make money. You see how it's like it's collaborating, in a team. Don't worry about any like romantic connotation just because it's a man and a woman on the card. I'm not saying they're having a thing with anyone at work. That's 100% is not what I'm saying. But it's just working as in a team in their workplace to literally create more money. So I feel like their current situation is I was getting that here with why was I getting that? Yes, that was why. Sorry, to go back to this. I said the sun here, I was getting the sense that they were really focused on their own success right now, and that's why they're quite guarded about letting this in as well at the same time. Like it might necessarily not be good timing for this person. I feel like their current situation is they're very focused on their work right now and making more money. Maybe that they want to do that as well, you have to bear in mind, so that they feel like they're actually worthy of you and they can maybe offer you everything that would be needed to have like the long term together. They are certainly trying to keep their balance. They are trying to go with the flow. They don't want to rush a decision with you. That's why they're hoping they can kind of avoid making one right now, because they're extremely focused on their work. So the action they're going to take towards you next, however, is clarified by the Lovers, which we already had in the current mutual energy. Now, this Lovers card is beautiful. It's very sweet and romantic again. So there is a need to make a decision. Are they going to do it? I mean, the Lovers used to be called the Choice as well. Now, I'm not saying that it's between you and anybody else. It's not like another romantic party. It just seems to be like more about getting back into and having a new start with you or not. So can you tell me anything more about the action that this person is going to take next towards Libra? Are they going to make a decision? Or are they just going to keep thinking about it? Can you tell me anything? Oh, God. Okay. It's just like a repeat of the last time you went through this with this person. Anything else? Can you tell me about the action they're going to take? No. I have to be honest. It doesn't seem like they are going to make a decision just yet for the time being, Libra. We have the Two of Swords that came out there. Okay, the Judgment card. Look, it's with this combination, what I'm getting is that maybe just check if there's anything else, but I can see what's happening here. Anything else for the action they're going to take towards Libra next? Thank you. Okay. What's this? Okay. Oh, that's good. So what I'm seeing here, they are well aware that a decision again needs to be made, but they are really, for the time being, they're not making one. So the first card that came out was the Four of Cups. Now I'm not saying that it's like it's going to be another missed opportunity. It's more like they're not looking at it again. They're not looking up at your beautiful offer of a new start in love with them at the moment, because it could be because they have a whole lot going on at work, or that they're very focused on, but they don't want to deal with it for some reason. They don't want to face it, and so the action they're going to take towards you next is to continue to like look away from the offer, and not make a decision, even though they do absolutely have a lot of feelings for you. And then what came out next was the Two of Swords and the Wheel of Fortune, which is again the same Two of Swords energy. It's not making a decision, like not dealing with this right now. Doesn't mean they're not going to in the future, but because also the Wheel of Fortune is kind of like they're going to leave it up to fate to see what happens, like just kind of leave it up to kind of let the universe take the wheel and make some sort of decision for them, potentially, like just see what plays out rather than them making the decision. And even though the Judgment card came out, I have to say it's still like in that same vein of like they know a decision needs to be made, but they're kind of going to leave it up to the universe. But it could also be that there's an element of timing. As I was saying, the timing is not right for this person because they're very much focused on actually making themselves stronger or feeling more worthy of you again, with that leveling up of their Emperor and wanting their finances to be better. And then the last thing that came out was the Page of Cups. So I kind of get a sense that the action they're going to take towards you next is not to make a decision until they get the sign that it is the right time to make that decision, and then they will be reaching out about your emotional offer or making one to you themselves, but not just yet. Now, your advice regarding this person, Libra, is clarified by the Ace of Wands. I mean, this is it's that new beginning. It's very passionate new beginning. It does feel like there is going to be the opportunity for that new beginning to actually take place, to happen. But you may be really tormenting yourself, like playing this over and over again with the Nine of Swords. Or this could be your person. I think I said that earlier, that they are really up in their head thinking about making this some sort of decision, or just thinking about the offer. It may be a need that you are really going full steam. I think I said that earlier. Very passionate with that Knight of Wands. There may be a need to kind of just be a little bit more balanced to actually get what you want. But let me see. Oh, sorry, that's just me dropping the cards. So, is there anything else, the advice for Libra and what they should do regarding their person, this situation? Wow, what's that? Now that came up reversed. I'm actually going to take it in reverse. That's the Six of Swords. Anything else for Libra? Their advice? Yeah. See, this is what I'm getting. It's kind of like someone wants to rush forward with that Chariot card, but that sense of like it has to be all guns blazing, like you have to do it now, is going to lead to a sense of disappointment, because someone else is in that Six of Swords energy, the other person, I feel, and then they're not ready to move forward yet. Yeah, exactly. I knew I was going to see him. So now we've got the Three of Cups. So what I'm getting here is like, look, the best advice is to take things slowly with the Knight of Pentacles, even though you have so much passion for this person and you are so 100% sure that they are the one you want. Now, it's just that they are still like got a lot going on in their head, clearly. And as much as one person wants to rush forward, the other person isn't ready to go at that speed. So, and I feel like trying to rush this, trying to go very, to go 100 miles an hour is going to lead to disappointment. So the best course of action to actually have a reunion with this person with that Three of Cups is to actually go a little bit slower, and also allow for a little bit more stability to be created between the two of you. And then there is that possibility for the new beginning. But this passionate way of coming in is really throwing your person off, because they think you're going to rush back out just as fast. Now, what is happening between the two of you this month is clarified by the Temperance card. So it's kind of repeating myself, but card of Sagittarius, and again, it's the need to do some healing, take some time, be patient, and because otherwise I feel like trying to rush things, maybe even trying to rush back into a commitment with this person if you were in one in the past, or just to rush into one, is going to maybe lead them to like snap or say something they don't mean, which they definitely don't want to do. I think that's why they're avoiding saying something or making a decision too rashly, which would cause a lot of upset. So this month is definitely a need to focus on some peace, some tranquility, and take things slow. There you go, Libra. That's what I've got for you for this month. I really hope you enjoyed the reading. If it resonated, please do leave me a comment. I'd love to hear that. It really helps me to know if it is resonating. And of course, if you just like the video, then I'd love to know that too. Hit me a like button, of course, because then Libra will be in a chance to win a bonus love reading later this month. And subscribe to the channel. And just thank you so much from the bottom of my heart for supporting the channel, for all your support so far, for watching and listening to me ramble on for this long. And I wish you an amazing February. And thank you so much, Libra. Take care. Bye.